everybody, it's Bloodstalker, and we're back on Xbox Ark for the new update. That's right, 738 is out. It's kind of cool. I'm excited about it. I know a lot of other people are too. I want to do something cool there. Yeah, I'm excited. With that being said, though, what does that update entail? Now that's the real question. So, the update added the redwood biomes and the biome changes. It also added some new dinosaurs. One of them being right here. And you know what? It wouldn't be fun unless we did this. Oh yeah, it's happening. Kind of glad I did a dino wipe. I actually recorded this already. I guess it's going to be harder than I think. Gotta find his hitbox first. I watched this dude drop in from the sky. It was kind of funny. It's just not going to let me do it. There we go. Or maybe not. Alright, well, we'll have to do that for another time. Just listen to the sheer size of him. I gotta get away from him for a second, that's annoying. But look how big he is. This beauty fell from the sky after I did my dino wipe on the map. I mean, just look at him. He's got moss growing on him. He's got rocks embedded in him, it looks like. I mean, he's awesome. Let's see if let me do it this time. Did it? I think it did. No, it didn't. Alright, landed underneath him. It's not a good idea. Alright, let's get away from all that. Alright, so that's the Titanosaurus, as you can tell. The sad part is you can tame them, but you can't feed them, so subsequently they will die. Yeah, they last about 24 hours, I believe. If you're playing on a server, you better enjoy them while you can. Have big plans for them, build a big saddle for them, have all the materials ready to go ahead of time, slap it all on there, and make him your biatch. Take him out, and take out everybody else. So, with that being said, we're going to the redwood biomes now. And how do we know when we're at the redwood biomes? Well, look. They're taller than everything else around you. I know it kind of look whitewashed or whatnot. Let's turn my gamma down a little bit. Hair too. There we go. It's a little bit better. I got bloom quality set to 0 and light shaft, so it's not that glare. On the PC, this looks amazing, even from further distance out. But even on Xbox, when you get in here, I mean, you got the red on the ground from the bark off the trees. And look how massive these trees are. I mean, they're just huge. And they've got the ruins. So, what came out in this patch? Well, the Titanosaurus, the redwood biomes. With the redwood biomes, that means you also have, right up here, means you also have the platforms to build on. Means you also have ruins. There should be some around here. Let's sprint around. Here they are right here. Well, I thought they were. Who's after me? Now we're gonna turn the dang. It's so dark in here, and it is darker in here, so after I just made that adjustment. But check out the ruins. I mean, they did a really good job on this. I was just sitting there chilling. I mean, you could actually build up here if you wanted to. Gotta watch out for the holes. So it's not as extensive as the center maps ruins are, but they're still pretty cool. And there's still some functionality to them. So yeah, it's kind of cool in that aspect. Now there are trees, you can cut down the smaller redwoods, like say for instance, this one right here. Oh, cool. So, and also, now the moose will spawn out here. Or excuse me, the Megalosaurus will spawn out here. Listen to his cloud hopping. So that's kind of cool in that aspect. Now I already been over here, because like I said, I already did a video, kind of entailing everything. And I actually kind of started building some tree houses over here. We're on this back side over there. You can see them off in the distance. So before we go up there and check them out, let's check out the cost. Now this is what's going to shock you. I have to do it again. I forgot it. There we go. If I select on it, Jesus. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay, so here you go. This is, it added in the chain bolo to absorbent substrate. Now this is one thing I did. I'm kind of going to talk. Added in the gas mask. This right here you have to craft at the chemistry bench, which I have yet to craft one of those yet. So we're gonna have to do that. There's some other stuff we're gonna play around with doing, but not in this episode. So what it also added in was a tree sap collector. And that's where you get that sticky stuff or whatnot to make stuff with. I don't know what you're gonna be able to make with it right now. I don't know what the ingredient what that require. I think the gas mask. Yeah, the gas mask requires that. I guarantee it. Yeah, absorbent substrate. So sticky compound exhales and exorbitant. So that's how you kind of prevent the nauseousness. So that's going to come in handy in this swamp cave. Basically, is what that's going to come to boil down to. Let's try this. Now the tree sap collector. So there you go. It can be crafted as smithy and a smithy. So if you got a beaver, the beaver just became even more valuable in that aspect because you can do everything you can do on a smithy on there. So you can craft your base. So you don't have to set up a smithy or anything like that. You just get your beaver, and beaver can carry more weight and more items. So I think it's also the beauty of it because I had my table full of 75 items just to craft two, and I'll show you why. So let's look at the metal one first. So to make the metal treehouse platform, you're looking at 1,800 metal ingots, 1,400 cementing paste, and 600 fiber. It's crazy. So now the wood one, believe it or not, is just as crazy. 1,600 wood, 200 metal ingots, 600 cementing paste, and 600 fiber. But these are not small platforms, and I'll show you. And you can raise it. You can do them kind of up, and you can do them multiple places and multiple heights. Now for the for the tree sap collector, it's 100 metal ingots and 40 cementing paste. So these are not easy resources, and the Ingram points are like 45 and 55 for these things. So they did add some more levels. So if you're at max level, you don't. I mean, if you want to start playing with this stuff immediately and you already used up all your Ingrams, then you're going to have to do a memory wipe, and make that. It's going to be like 20 mushrooms, 20 flowers. I forget how many. It takes so many, like 20 stimulant or 40. I can't remember. It takes stimulant and narcotics and something else. I can't remember the other ingredient. And you have to cook it up to do that. So you're going to have to do a memory wipe in order to do it, just to make the tree sap collector. Now we can make one, so we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, we can make three of them. Let's get that off of there. And I believe these can only be placed in the giant redwoods, not the small ones, because the small ones can be shot down or could be chopped down. So let's go up here and look. Now I have not been able to figure out right. You cannot just place a ladder on the side of these structures. You have to build an existing base. So you need to have everything. You need to have a flyer basically to do this, because you can't just build it and then go up to it. So I've got two I placed, and you can tell I put some foundations, and this is kind of what I was doing. So if you want to build on this structure, you can build small bases on it. And what I was doing is, I think I might have down there over here. I'd actually place some fence post foundations because you can't just place walls. See, you can't just place walls on these. So you're gonna have to build your little base or whatnot. And here's where I got my fence post foundations. There's one of them. There's another one. So you can do this. That's right. Of course, make sure you set it facing the right way. And I mean, if you're on a PvP server, I do not recommend making wood. Just don't make wood. It's too easy. But you're gonna have to do metal foundation. I mean, if you're doing a metal platform, do metal fence post foundations and metal walls. Even if you're on wood, I mean, if you're just playing on a PvE server, you can do whatever you want. Leave it open. You can build like little huts. So you can build like a little mini village up here. And you see how big this is. Now again, if you build them on the same level, you can probably do the catwalk thing. More than likely, you're going to have to build ceiling tiles over to make a walkway, put rails on them, and you're going to have to build them kind of close. I built that one way up there just to because I didn't know you could do two heights, and I wanted to kind of see, and you can tell I actually started doing, I put a foundation up there and started doing ramps down, trying to connect them. But look how high up that is. I mean, seriously. That's 2 ramps coming off. Actually, that's 3 ramps, because I got one on a foundation and 2 more coming off. And the first ramp's kind of halfway through it. So, and then you got all this detailing underneath here that you can't, I don't know if it's meant to be able to be connected. So here, we'll have to do this. Let's just do this because it's easier than trying to do it on top of a dinosaur. So let's go check out the underneath. So you can tell there's my ramps. And look out, I mean, it's pretty big. So these are just looks. They're not really there. All this is just for looks. It'd be really cool if these were integrated into it and you could do something with them. That's just like what looks like weights, counterweights or whatnot for balance. But look how the structure comes into the trees. I mean, it's pretty cool. They did a great job on the looks of it, but there's just no functionality in this stuff. You're just glitching right through it. Can't glitch through the wall, the ceiling, or damn, my game just gonna go. So that's what it is. Now, you can get a good sized base on here. If you do kind of like I did and build next to a rock or something, you can get dinosaurs up here too. I mean, you just have a pathway because I mean, this basically perfectly set right into the edge of it. Let's put walk back on. So I mean, in that aspect, it's pretty cool. So I mean, I got my little rock up here, and I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm probably gonna tear that one down, and I'm gonna build it right down lower. And I kind of said I wasn't gonna do too much with my Xbox, so Primitive came out, but this is really cool. This whole treehouse concept. I mean, I kind of dig it. I kind of want to build a treehouse base and kind of start getting things going. Now, I'm not going to start over because of the simple fact that, I mean, yeah, this is another thing. Watch this. Come on, walk into it. Oh, cold-blooded. What? You didn't like that? Come at me, bro. Oh, you're lucky I had to reload. My pistol does more than my rifle does. I'm gonna watch him go fly in there. Oh, and he loses lamp. Okay, enough of that. So anyway, so yeah, the tree sap collector. Let's play with that. So you're gonna want to put this. Oh my god, look at the size of this thing. I wouldn't recommend probably putting it down low because people could probably take your stuff. Contains any sap that has been extracted from the tree over time. So sap will build up there. So there's my spigot. Look at the size of that damn thing. That is ridiculous. That is freaking cool though. I mean, I don't know if my tree's just happy to see me or what. You think it'd be smaller. Explains why it takes 200 metal. Alright, so that's that. And like I said, you can't just build up to them, so you need to have a flyer to get there. So don't expect to just walk up here, build a platform, carry it over. It's 90 pounds, by the way, the wooden one is. I don't know how much the metal one weighs. I'm going to build it too. Probably going to do all metal base, I think. Do one metal and one, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, yeah. So, that's it. I mean, that's the redwood biome. And I mean, you look at this. Why would you not want a treehouse base right here? This is like, to me, one of the best locations. You got your ruins over there. You got your waterfall over there. You should have beavers spawning in here. I did a dino wipe, so that should refresh the spawn areas. So you'd think beavers would love to be in the redwood forest. I mean, Jesus. So they also introduced the chain bolo. And what the chain bolo is now this is a little river. This river goes down. This is kind of cool. To another waterfall. So yeah, then out to the swamp. Alright, so we've got to go north. I'll show you the new other biome extensions. I'm going to try to keep this down to a shorter video. About 15 minutes in, so we'll talk on the way over there. So the chain bolo. So if you're playing on the center map, especially, if you outrig, like say a mobile platform, something with a platform structure on it, you can slap a ballista on there, build the chain bolo, and then you can take down quets. It'll take down bigger dinos that the regular bolo doesn't, and just immobilize them short term. So that's kind of cool. So especially in PvP, keep that in mind. They've already nerfed battle quetzes, so you know, battle quetzes really aren't the thing anymore. But these bolos, I'm curious if they'll take out a Giga. We'll have to do a little testing on that. Because if they can immobilize a Giga, that'll kind of help out. We got two cats about to go at it. You guys might hear some excitement. There, scared them off. So, and those ruins you saw back there in Redwood, they're not exclusive to there. They're all over. Look at this. Look at this. Look how high up we are. And look at these trees that just kind of poke up, these redwoods. This would be another good spot to build one, too. It's getting dark. I am Cheaty McCheaty Face. That is my name. But this is all for you guys. You don't want to see me flying around at night. Can't see nothing. There we go. Let there be light. I mean, that would be kind of a cool little place to build too. I mean, you're facing out in the little river here, so you can see that. So, I mean, these are things to think about. I don't know what they're going to be like for PvP. I mean, if you build it up high enough, you're good. You have a couple of flyers. You're just not going to have, I mean, you're still going to have ground storage dinosaurs, so you can surround the bottom of it with behemoth wall or behemoth gates, slap some turrets on the outside and inside, and then voila, you're set. I mean, you have a good foundation. And they can't take the tree down, so that's another good thing. So I'm really anxious to start seeing some PvP come out of these new treehouse bases and things of that nature. It's kind of really curious to see what people do with them. Alright, coming up on now, this is the new expansion. Over here's Pearl Lake. And here's like the little cove that inlet that came in now. If you remember, the biome marker went right through here. That's because they turned all this into glacier. And this is really cool. I mean, you got glacier water down here, and it's like a blue color and stuff. And you got the glaciers broken up out here. So they did a really awesome job with that. And you got mammoths down here on the beach. See, when I flew through here earlier doing this, it didn't show off any of this. You got rhinos, woolly rhinos. So, I mean, you got a lot more spawn places for the winter dinos to spawn and stuff. Then up here, which is pretty cool. Now this would be another cool place to build a base. You got some more ruins over here. This is pretty cool. You got this little rock cropping. Then you got this. And to see these little column pillars like this, there's one or two sporadically placed all around the map in key spots. I don't know what it means. Basically they're kind of filling in the rest of the story. That's, as of up to now, no one knows what the whole purpose of the game is. Then down here on the beach, you've got some hole nodes. You got another glacier right here. This is kind of a cool spot too. Look, there's a pillar. Now that wasn't there. I don't think that was there last time. So I don't know what these are. I mean, can't interact with them. Can't do nothing with them. But this would be another good little base location because you got your water access for water dinos. You could pin in that. It's not too deep, but you could go out a little bit further to get it deeper. You could put turrets up on here. You could build a base, sub-base, like a watchtower up here. You have all 360 rotation. Do the same thing opposite over here up on this ledge. And you have your base down here, and you have it basically a cube within a cube. Base inception. That's right, I said it. So, I mean, it's kind of cool in that aspect. Now, there are going to be a lot more predators over here. So, here's the old nodes on the beach. This is the old biome meat marker, and I even retextured it and redid it. Now, this is what's kind of cool. You get the little waterfall with the ice in it and stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. So, how much life I'm losing at this point. I'm still good. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not a long video, like I said. I'm trying to keep it short, and that stuff hadn't rendered. This is one thing that just gets on my nerves. It seems like they keep doing these optimizations, but the render distance keeps getting lower and lower. Yeah, I'm not flying. I know I'm flying fast, but look at all these T-Rexes just out. Even on PC, they've done a lot of the render distance down, and which, I mean, it makes it where more people can enjoy the game. Look at this crap. There's nothing here, and in any minute now, I'm gonna probably be out. There you go. Look at that. Just like magic. So, but yeah, in a nutshell, I mean, I'm happy with the update. I mean, I don't know about you guys. If you want to, leave a comment, share your thoughts or opinion. If there's something that makes you mad, I mean, there's a lot of people that are pissed off about the Titanosaurus because it's not there. Now, the whole thing about the Titanosaurus, and I'm not sticking up for Studio Wildcard or for any of the Ark devs, but I mean, as big as a dinosaur as it is, it creates more lag in the universe, so less dinosaurs can spawn in. But then if people start mass producing them, it's kind of like people that have the Giga armies or the Bronto armies, things like that. The more bigger dinosaurs you have in the area, the more problems you're going to run into. So it is a server setting, so if you're playing on an unofficial server, your admins, whoever runs the server, has the option to keep them where they don't die. Which, I don't know, we kind of toyed around with the idea. I think we might do it. Just live on one, make a base on one, and just see what happens. I think it'd be kind of cool experiment, kind of fun to do. I wanted to come over to the Ark to see if they did anything to the Ark, because I have not. Everything just kind of thing. And we're not going to render it yet. So, it doesn't look like they changed. Well, oh wow. Really, copies? They changed up a lot. They got rid of the platform. Now that, I like this better. This makes more sense than those giant metal platforms that use so hard to walk up. Look, check that out, it's glitched into the rock. That's another thing. If you guys woke up, you haven't been on your server since the update, don't be surprised if your dinos are embedded in rocks. Just break the rocks and they should be okay. I had that happen on my PC when they updated on the PC, and I know it was a known issue on the Xbox because when they redid the map, when they added in the new textures and new rock textures and stuff, that caused a lot of that. Jesus, dude, leave me alone. That caused a lot. I mean, it basically stuff that you already harvested respawned back in. So I kind of like what they did. I mean, it's a good start. It's a good way to keep things going and freshen things up. So there's a Diplo. These guys are okay. They're fast. It's funny watching them gallop because these things will truck it once you put movement into them. So I really think I'm gonna. I don't know. If you guys want to see me start over another series, not from the scratch by all means, but if you want to see me start something on this map with what I got, I'm not gonna spawn anything in. Anything I do have on me, I'll just junk it and start over fresh with no equipment, just the same level for all purposes. But if you guys want to see some more series like that, let me know. I mean, I don't mind doing it. It doesn't take long to put some content out on this and do some things. I enjoy playing the game. I've got my, you know, now that we can adjust harvest rates and stuff, I've got my harvest rates up where it's not impacting to the back. Oh, that was scary. It's not impacting to the point where it's debilitating trying to do anything on here. So I don't mind. So if you guys number one, leave your comments on what you think of the update. Are you happy with it? Are you upset with it? What you hate about it? What you like about it? You know, let me know. I mean, because my opinion is my opinion, but I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people that are upset. It takes a lot to get me upset about what they do to games, and sometimes it's the smallest things they do in a game that piss me off. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset a couple updates ago when they nerfed the rendered instance because I had mine on, I could run mine on high, and I could see perfectly. Well, then they backed it off, and even on high, it was like being on like medium, so you couldn't see that far at all. It's kind of like this. So, you know, let me give me your thoughts. If you want to see a treehouse base, you want to see me just focus on. If you want to just see like the new dinos and spawning them in and doing things with them, by all means, put it out there. Let me know your thoughts. Um, so that's really all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate if you smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, come on and subscribe. Come back for daily content. You can ask folks that have been around since the beginning. The channel's gotten a lot better. There's been a lot of improvements. I'm making strides. I'm making moves, people. So I'm doing this for you guys. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy putting out the content. I enjoy people watching them and leaving comments and stuff. So, you know, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, talk about what you want to talk about, what you hate, what you like, what you want to see better out of the next updates. If you've got Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter too, because I usually tweet. I do a lot of Twitter with the Ark devs, Jat, Bubbly Wums. Used to talk a lot to Susan Siglet when she was still working for Ark, before she stepped down after the lawsuit and stuff. She didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, so I mean, if there's something you guys want to voice or concerns, bring them up. You know, get active, get out there, talk to your people. So, but that's all I got for you for tonight. After making this 2 times and basically almost 3 times, I'm ready for some fun, playing some DayZ or something with the guys. So, with that, that's all I got. So, as always, this has been Bloodstalker 101, saying peace out, y'all.